Hi creators, my name is Allie. Today we are exploring the yoga tree pose, but in terms of honoring your personal evolution. Okay, so to get to that place, you'll need your device, you'll need your stand. I'm going to suggest using a sheet of paper and then your Cupixel marker set, along with a pencil, an eraser, a little sharpener if you'd like. But if you want to use a canvas instead with your Cupixel acrylic set, then by all means start to paint. And before we do all of that, let's just come to an opening centering together. So I'll suggest you come into an easy seated position where you find your sits bones rooting and then guide your hands together in this beautiful mudra, a symbol, and we call it Anjali Mudra, which is the prayer position. And draw your thumbs to your sternum or your heart space. And then see with this rootedness if you can rise up through the crown of your head. Maybe close your eyes or soften your gaze. And if it feels better to you to watch, to listen, to do both instead of participate, by all means, give yourself the freedom, the permission to do that. In creating this tree, this yoga pose called the tree pose, envision yourself standing on one leg while the other foot is propped up against that inside of the leg. And both sides of you are coming together as you aim to balance strength within your foot and your ankle to help you rise up. And now imagine the openness that's in your core space and in your heart space. You have this strong, rooted foundation. Underneath your foot are roots literally extending to the floor, beneath, becoming one with the micronutrients within the soil. And then you have this openness that is your heart. All sides of your heart is open to the air. And from that place, you have your arms extending to the sky, creating these branches, these leaves, in this embodiment of I am here. Now think about your personal evolution. You have perhaps your roots as your past, where you came from, who you really are, your authenticity, the undeniable authenticity, your truth. You have your middle, where you are in the present moment, your being, your open heart, your breath, and you have the future in your hands, in your fingertips, in the sky, in your branches extending. And that is your dreams coming true, your goals, your aspirations, endless possibilities, optimism. So let's take a big breath into all of that. Big breath out. And then when you're ready, you can start to twinkle your eyes open. Welcome back, everyone. Let's put it all into this amazing tree pose sketch. So coming to the app, you have your 4 tabs. You can click on the yoga tree and then you'll see that there is a nice little check box, a check mark in green. Next, you can go to trace, be projected onto your paper. take your pencil and we'll start. You can use the right side, your transparency bar, to go up and down. If you're used to using the Cupixel app and you know exactly what it is that I'm instructing, feel free to go ahead. And we'll come to it. You can always use the surface section, which makes it a bit smaller or a bit wider. You can use the drag and make this image a bit larger. And it's gonna look like I'm cutting off my branches and my roots. But for this exercise, I do wanna do that because the branches and the roots, I'm gonna offer you to make it in your own way without tracing it exactly the way it's presented, okay? So when it gets to that point, you just go ahead and make your own. or you can use the sketch. It's up to you at the end of the day. All right, so now that I've dragged it, made it a little bit bigger, and I feel like it's good for me, I will begin. Really leaning into the technology. Might feel a little awkward at first if you've never used this before. And then you might find, ooh, actually, I can trust the technology. In a little hole right there, leaving a little space. And I can see how my line is going inside. So actually, I'm gonna make it a bit thinner and really see where my lines are going. Okay, that's very helpful. And then coming up here. Going over here. And continuing. Make sure you're breathing. You might even breathe a big breath into the tree that you're making. Make sure your jaw is softened. All right. So now, take a look. I can actually go like this and take a look to see if I drew all the lines. Yep, looks good to me. Next up, I will remove my device and start to use a marker. You can use one marker, several markers, up to you, and fill in your beautiful image. All right, welcome back, creators. Next, what I've done is I've taken the liberty to use the little eraser and just get rid of all the excessive lines, and then go over it with my pencil. So if you want to do that, just stop the video, go ahead, and then you can resume with me as we get back into now going to the next step. I am going to use taking a look at this image and thinking about like the beginning, the middle, and the end, and my past, present, and future. What are 3 colors that represent that for me? So you can start to think about that for yourself. What are 3 colors there? So I'd say in my past, with that rootedness, where I come from, that foundation, I'm going to use green. For my present, I'm going to use, oh, I just love this magenta color, more so like a fuchsia color. Use the fuchsia. And then for my future, my dreams, my aspirations, my intentions, impossibilities, endless possibilities, connecting to the sky, expansion. I think like a sun color, like yellow. Okay. All right. So I'm getting to the bottom, just going inside. Okay, from this place, I'm gonna make some roots. So going to the ends of the paper and making some nice curvilinear lines. And then maybe some extensions of those roots. And from that place, it kind of looks like a mermaid. Ah, it's so cool. I do love mermaids. And go into the middle, where I am in the present. This color reminds me of peace. It's a little purpley, little pink with that happiness element to it, in my perspective at least. And like a flower, like a tulip, like a rose. Okay. And to my future, the sun. I am the sun. You are the sun. Sun is very, very powerful, very hot, very powerful. All right, from that place, I'm gonna make some branches. And extensions. And then maybe little leaves here and there off of the branches. And then taking a look. Adding any finishing touches. All right. So thinking about this as the beginning, middle, and the end, and continuing, and then the past, present, future, it's your personal evolution. You're constantly evolving with every second, every moment, every chapter in your life. You're constantly evolving. It's part of the human experience. Let's come back to drawing the hands back together and thumbs to your sternum or your heart space, and think about the roots as your legs, literally embodying this image right here. And then your middle section, the present, your heartbeat, your lungs, your breath, and all the way up, crown of head and beyond, to the future. And now letting this be something you wish to channel as you're thinking about this whole, you know how the book has a beginning, middle, and end. Your personal evolution, and there's an intention behind the book being written. There's an intention behind your personal story. And so what is that word, symbol, color, prayer, message that resonates for you to describe this moment in time? And take a big breath in, big breath out. I offer you to take your thumbs to your third eye, the place of intuition, that deep knowing, right and wrong, and take a little bow down to who you are, what the yoga practice is all about, yoking mind, body, spirit, and so much more to it. And then take a bow down to creating in honor of love, harmony, your personal evolution, whatever it resonates. Okay, thank you so much. Thanks for joining, and I hope to create with you again soon. Bye, creators.